Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is. Isn't it pretty? And we're going to do the inside in the envelope. Join me in the craft room and I'll show you how. For today's card, I'm using Beautiful Day, specifically the flower. I am using a scrap of Whisper White. It's actually 3.5 by 3.5. I needed it big enough for my flower. I have a strip of Coastal Cabana that is 2 inches by 5 1/4. This one is this is Whisper White and it's 2.5 by 5 1/4. I have my layer of Coastal Cabana that's 4 by 5 1/4. My card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. My envelope, I'm using Versamark ink, Coastal Cabana ink, clear embossing powder, and I'm using some glycerin, my blender pen to do some coloring. I have the new, what is this one? Well, it's not new, but it carried over. Country Floral embossing folder. I have the subtle embossing folder. I'm using the layering circle, specifically the largest scallop circle. First thing I need to do is I need to stamp my flower and emboss it. So to do that, what I'm doing is I'm putting Versamark all over the stamp. Then I'm going to come in with my Coastal Cabana on top. And this does not hurt your Coastal Cabana pad. It doesn't leave a residue on there or anything. I've been doing it for years and never had an issue. All right, and now I'm going to stamp this on here. I'm going to give it a few seconds for it to transfer. All right. Then I'm going to take my clear embossing powder and I'm going to sprinkle it on. And I'm going to go emboss this. Time to do some coloring now that I've got it all embossed. I'm just taking some ink from the Coastal Cabana pad and I'm putting it on a block, and I'm going to do my favorite form of coloring right now, and I'm going to take some of the glycerin that drop I put on there, and I've spread this out. I want it real thin, so I'm spreading it way out, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to color inside. I'm not going to color the leaf to give it some interest. Now I need to clean this off really good. You want to clean out most of the ink on here, because if you don't, then it'll stay in there, and the next time you go to use it, you'll end up with mixing colors. And let me move this out of the way so that I don't get it on anything. I'm going to use my paper snips and cut this out. Actually, you know what? This was supposed to be the square. I didn't bring over a scrap. Oh well. For my other element, I just have to cut another piece. And I'm leaving just a little white border around it. You can cut up right next to the line if that's what you prefer. All right. What I need to do is I need to emboss this with the subtle. I'm going to cut another 3.5 by 3.5 inch square, and I'm going to emboss it with this and then cut it out with this. As a hint, cut this out first and then emboss it. I didn't do that. I embossed it and then cut it out. I think it lost a little bit of its emphasis, but that's still okay. All right, time to put this together. This is going to go on here like so, and I have to use the tear and tape because it's embossed. So I'm gonna, whenever it's embossed, it just does better with tear and tape. I find it sticks. I've had others release on me, so I just use the tear and tape. All right, now here's the trick, getting this off. Okay, there's one. And there's the other. All right, now this is going to go in the middle on here. And if you're concerned about making sure it's exactly perfect, use either your grid paper, if you have it, because that stuff is fabulous. Yeah, it's off just a little, so I can slide it over some. Not much. I'll pull on it. There we go. That's better. There. Now, this goes on here right in the middle, and you can use whatever adhesive you like because this is paper to paper and it's not embossed. I have to put my tip back, my pin back inside. I didn't on the other one all the time right away, and consequently I had shoot, it clogged up on me, so I had to clean it out. So I just pulled out another one from the I'm trying to do this straight. I usually do much better if I just eyeball it, but There we go. It was 3/4 of an inch. This piece can now go on our card base. And don't forget to use your bone folder to get a crisp fold. Oh, I've got glue on my fingers. Probably from sticking this in. Yeah, it's flowing so much better. Couldn't figure out why I was pressing with all my might and it wasn't coming out. So I started cleaning it out and I kept getting stuff and it still wasn't working. So I used hot water and rinsed it big time. All right. This is going to go in here with dimensionals. Okay. Oops, put my head in the way, sorry. There's that. And then this is going to go on top with dimensionals also. You don't see a lot of the embossing, but it does add just a little bit of interest. I'm going to have to cut some more. Oop, not that one. Let me go to this one and cut some more. I have some pieces cut, ready to go. And now I throw it on the floor. Did you ever have one of those days? Take the backs off of this. Okay. I think I'm going to have my leaf going down. It looks better. Ooh, stray backing. And I forgot, after I used the glycerin, to go back and wipe this off. I'm going to do it real quick because it does come, some does come off, especially if you go over top of things, and I did. All right. Needs some bling. Gotta have some bling. All right. Let's see. I'll put one there. And another one here. And a little one down here. Perfect. There we go. And don't forget to do the inside and the envelope. The envelope is a 2nd generation stamping. The inside is a 3rd generation. Let's find out what we're going to do next week. Okay, let's see. All right, there's one. Oh, no, 2. Let me put them back because I saw both. Okay, pop of petals. I just did a whole series on that because of my online class that I'm selling. And Pacific Point. At least it's not brown in some form. That could have been interesting. Okay. If you liked my project, give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I also have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings. Head over to Facebook and search Creations in Paper and join the group. I will be broadcasting this week. If you do not have a demonstrator, I'd love to help you out in any way I can. Send me a message and I'll see what we can work out. I hope you enjoyed my project. Don't forget to join me next week as I do Pop of Petals and Pacific Point. Have a great day.